So again, vulnerability scans are a must, but so vulnerability scans or penetration tests are an important level of defense. In a vulnerability scan or a pen test, you actively try to break into a company. You try different type of injection vectors, and you see if a company is susceptible to any type of an exploit. The problem with a vulnerability scan is that it's a point in time, and it's intrusive. You have to get a permission and consent of a company to do a vulnerability scan on it. So if you deal in, for example, with another supplier, a third-party supplier, who provides services to your company, and they do not give you consent to do a vulnerability scan, you cannot do it because it's intrusive. Secondly, if you do get a consent, then a vulnerability scan is a point in time. You get a beautiful report with a lot of detail, but then just a few days later, the report could be out of date. It could be stale because a sleep-deprived IT administrator misconfigured the system and hackers got into the system and the company got hacked. So vulnerability scans are useful, they're important, but what you really need to do is continuous monitoring. You need to use a technology like SecurityScorecard provides to get an outside-in view of a risk. You do it continuously 24/7 instead of a point in time, and you do it not just for your company, you do it for every company you do business with. Your investment targets, your M&A targets, your suppliers, your partners. And so that really is valuable, and you do it in conjunction with vulnerability scans. So the comparison is, vulnerability scan is like going to a doctor. You do a rigorous detailed assessment. And an outside-in security rating scan is almost like getting a quick x-ray or measuring a temperature. You're not going to be able to do a doctor assessment for every passenger in the airport. That's not scalable. And even if you do a doctor assessment, you're going to not catch a lot of stuff. But doing a quick x-ray check or a temperature check is going to allow you to catch a lot of the issues. And so I think vulnerability scans are great, but it's not enough.